Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Right, it's Friday. Friday is the day of the week where I hand over the reins to the BonBon buddies over on Patreon and say, hey, vote me in a map. And this week they've given me this one. It's a creator request map requested via the means of something called Facebook. The links are in the description and will pop up on the screen during today's show. It's also...
It's my first map.
That's right, but is it any good? Well, apart from one serious flaw, which we'll get to very early, it's actually not bad at all. Not bad at all. So shall we crack on with a daily reminder then? That's right, hitting the like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day, so thank you for your support. Today's map is Noesantara by Beginner's Luck. There's no luck involved with this map, it's very much centered on the 25 tiles, which gives for a very well balanced map. There's your start square. Start square looks very playable to me, indeed very flat, water's there just off from the rail, very nice. Your terrain heights are very flat, making it very playable, very buildable for a beginner or an intermediate player or grid cities. And then your resources look pretty usable as well, very solid, perhaps a little bit light on the ore. After the workshop, no DLC required, only 2 required items apart from what it says in the description, which is about there might be assets on the loading screen mod report that they've missed. These are those assets. Luckily for this review, I was subscribed to all of them, but you might not be. And I have to say, Beginner's Luck, it's kind of in the name of your map. Noesantara, just no in this occasion. It's not down to the subscriber to load up the map, check the loading screen report, find out what's missing, shut the map down, load the map up again, this time with all the assets subscribed to. This bridge is nice, by the way. Just thought I'd say it. This bridge is very nice. For my first map, rail over road, looks very good. Considering it's flat land, that is very well done indeed. And then, yes, it's... and then you subscribe to stuff, then you load the map up again. It's a lot of faff to be done possibly by thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers. This intersection's alright, it's plopped, it's a little bit 6 lanes into 3. Gotta say I'm not a fan of that. But again, it's plopped, it's fine, it does the job. And there's nothing wrong with it, really. Nothing technically speaking. So yes, if you're building a map and you find yourself in this situation, you can't remember what you put in the map, then as you upload it to the workshop, then, well, just use a loading screen. Find out what's missing. Make sure that that's on the requirement list and you're all good to go. Right, this elevated section of highway, it's fine. I would like to see that just a little bit lower. It doesn't really need to be quite so elevated. I mean, you think, what's it being elevated over? Is it landscape? Is it from floods or whatever? I don't see any reason for that to be that high. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use Move It. And I'm just trying to look for the nodes. Where's the nodes? About there, maybe. Yep. And down to about one more. About there. Yep. I'm just going to drop the whole lot down to about there. Now, that's, for me, is a lot better. Yes, the up ramp. We could smooth out the up ramp as well. I'm not that bothered about that. So I just wanted to give you the big problem, which was just the height of the highway was just a little bit unnecessarily high. But, again, it's not a huge problem, not game breaking, and you may not have noticed it. Yeah, you may not. Okay, next intersection. This looks a lot nicer with the single lane highways. Looks just a lot tidier. Still not perfect, but not bad. We do have these cluster of bushes though, because that's a cluster though. You get the random tree rotation mod on there, and they may rotate into a position where you have a tree on the highway, as what's happened to me. So you may want to move those ones back. Just the one little spot there. Now, obviously, no traffic down this way. We are heading down to the far point of of the island. It's an island, it's the map, I guess. And there's not too much to talk about down here. There's nothing. We've got some backdrop. Like those, I've got to say, I like the shapes of the mountains on the back end of this island here. They are literally just for backdrop. You won't be doing any building up there, but they are quite aesthetically pleasing, I have to say that. Anyway, we'll just cruise around this way, cruise and minding our own business and just making our own way. 60-minute map fix tonight is on hold. I won't talk about 60-minute map fix at the moment. Those of you that have been following things will probably, well, you can read into it what you like. But for the time being, 60-minute map fix is on hold. May return at a later date. Right, I'm not quite sure about this loop around this little pothole of water there. I feel that, okay, this is a fantasy map, but I still feel that they would have just basically built the road a little bit more to the right-hand side to have avoided it. But it's fine. It's a fantasy map. It's a little bit of suspension of disbelief, I feel, and it's not the worst bit of work there at all. And then down to the Start Square intersection. Now, this one's nice. This is tidy. I don't even mind these little elevation changes underneath the highways, the ramps here. I don't mind that at all. It kind of works for me. So, yeah, credit for that bit. And then we can head down towards our Start Square. Today's asset of the day is a little bit on the big side. Just a little bit. It's big and it's freaking glorious. So, prepare yourself. Prepare yourselves. For what looks a little bit like a hairdryer from above, but it's not, I promise you. It's Milgram Shenzhen Bay Sports Centre, sorry for the pronunciation, by XDBX and Milgram co-contributor here. There's plenty going on with this one, so let me quickly get the factoid out of the way. Factoids because factoids. On this day in 1907, the famous English poet W.H. Auden was born. He was gay, but in 1936 he agreed to marry Erica Mann so that she could obtain a British passport. They met for the very first time on their wedding day. That was W.H. Auden, born today in 1907. That's February 21st, just in case today is not the day you're watching this. I've got to say that I've not had a look at the Shenzhen Bay Sports Centre in real life. But yeah, that open end there, you kick a ball through there, you lose your ball. I do like the little basketball courts hidden underneath the cover. You can see them if you peek through. A little bit of glitch in and out there, but that's the problem with these. They're not meant to be explored quite so closely. And then down here we've got an indoor football pitch as well. Very slick. Milgram Shenzhen Bay Sports Centre. By XDBX, today's asset of the day. Yeah, that's an amazing asset. Definitely worth taking a look at that one if you're looking for a modern sports centre in your modern city. Right, anyway, the highway ends down here, and I feel that we should just follow our way back on the rail, maybe. There are two routes with the rail. We've only got the one highway leading down here, but we've got the two options with the rail. I quite like this. This is quite tidily done. Smooth and tidy. I could grumble about the catenaries being a bit too close to each other, but it's not the biggest problem at all. And then the rail then heads back the way we came. You can see we've got some encroaching foliage again. That's the cluster of trees again. Once again, if you're not using the random tree rotation, that may not be a problem, but I know a lot of players do because, well, it just makes your forests come a bit to life. Otherwise, all the trees facing the same direction, they just look very samey, don't they? Very, very samey. Okay, so yeah, we have rail. We have the two lines of rail. I have a little bit of a problem with the highway. There only being the one highway across to our start location, because this does have the potential for a big city. We've got a lot of build plane here. A lot of flat build planes, so we could be looking at a big grid city. And we've just got the one highway. Now, There is a second intersection down way off on the main highway, which we saw. Remember the first one I showed you? We do have that one, so we could draw another highway in from there. But playing vanilla rules, that's going to take a little bit of time to buy those tiles off in that direction, and you'd be sacrificing tiles on the main build plane. And if you're playing vanilla rules and say playing just playing 9 tiles, well, you won't be able to justify that. So yeah, vanilla rule game, that might be a bit of a problem. But that said, yeah, I'm going to stick with that. I think it's a bit of a problem, just a minor problem though, considering. Oh, hang on, did you see that? That's a major encroachment of foliage on the line. Major encroachment. Anyway, time for an intermission. We'll come back, have a look at the shipping and the water flow, because, well, that's what we do.
Do you have trouble knowing how to start a new city? Do you need to return to the absolute basics just this once? Don't worry, I won't tell. Then you need BonBonB's Beginner's Guide to Your First City. Click the information button now.
And back to Noesantara by Beginner's Luck. We have shipping routes going all the way around the main build areas, and they have these little triangle things, and they're not the worst. The effort is there. The effort is definitely there. They're not the best, but they're not the worst. We do have one that's a little bit weird coming up. Again, it's not game breaking. We can skip past it. But we have this one here, which has a double bump. I'm not really sure what that purpose that would serve, but again, doesn't break anything. You're not going to see it, so it's fine. Water flow. We've got a map with lots of water. The question is it actually going to work? Well, the water flows down out of this river into the bay, into the start square area, and you can see we do have good strong water flow going on here, and I've got no real grumbles with that. That's good and strong. A good vanilla game does like a little bit of good water flow, so we have a winner, and that flows off somewhere over there, somewhere. Okay, what do I think of the map as a whole? Aesthetically, I like the shape of the map. I think the design is very good. There's just some little bit of detailing work here and there. Like here, we have got a nice sandy beach, but then it goes to a nice grassy beach at the bottom of these cliffs. And let me come out of that, load up this one, and then pick the sand and make it slightly smaller. And then just along there, expanding the beach down into that area there. Again, always just a quick job here to show you what, just a little improvements that we can make here and there. So we got that one, and it's not the only culprit, that beach, but it's the first one that we came to. Love these little islands. Again, I feel a better theme would really help this map. But we're going vanilla tropical, and that's fine. It's actually not it's not the worst of the vanilla themes, to be fair, the vanilla tropical. And you can get these really good volcanic, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, volcanic fantasy mountains. The words are not coming out today. Yeah, I like the design. I like the design. Oh, hang on, we've got another little cliff area here with a grassy beach. And again, just a little bit of sand work along there would really help that out. But still not bad. We have these huge mountains over here with lakes up in them as well. Like a little lakey fantasy mountain. They're okay. They're absolutely fine. Nothing really to moan about there either. So yeah, the main build plane is just very enticing. Very enticing indeed. Just could do with a little bit more of a highway connection. Or we have got an essential lighthouse as well on a kind of boring looking rock. Gotta say, a little bit boring. And then we got some more work over here. I quite like these as well. Anyway, what do you think though? Is this a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Right, aesthetically. I like the overall design. That is good. I think as you get down, it's just a little bit meh in places. We've got quite a lot of variety of trees though, which keeps it up towards the medium high 3 level. It's not quite pushing into 4-star territory. Detailing is fine to good, somewhere around fine to good, but we've got all those missing assets from the workshop requirements list, and if you haven't subscribed to them, you're not going to get any of them. So I'm gonna give it 2 stars. It's easy to fix, but it needs to be fixed. Gameplay potential, I feel this is playable. I can't give a high score though, because I just feel it needs an extra highway connection going into that second part of the island. But anyway, Noesantara by beginner's luck. If you want a big build plane, then grab it, stick it in the map editor, draw in a second highway connection, boom, Bob's your uncle, and don't forget to go to the loading screen mod to get that loading screen report to subscribe to those missing assets. Wow, that was a wow map, I've got to say. I do like the overall design was very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. And there's, like I said, there's no luck involved in that. There was a lot of thought, a lot of consideration gone into that map as well. Anyway, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. Join me tomorrow for the final map of the week. It's looking to be a good one. It's by one of the newer creators who is producing quite a few very nice maps recently. See you then.